Hello, welcome. This is 5 Minute Feldy, Season 2, Episode 28. I'm Feldenkrais teacher Ralph Hadden, and here in Melbourne, Wurundjeri country, it's Wednesday, the 29th of September 2021. Bit of a grey sort of day. I think there's going to be rain today here in Melbourne, South Bank, Wurundjeri country. Please lie down on your back. Lie on your back and simply pay attention. What are you experiencing right now? How do you feel? What do you notice when you pay attention to what you're noticing? And in particular, just to repeat, lying on your back, pay attention to the pelvis, your hips, how the back of your pelvis is resting on the floor or the bed, whatever you're lying on. Think of the connecting chain of vertebra from the pelvis up to the head. And then think of how the back of your head is resting on whatever it's resting on. And now please bend up your knees, have your feet standing. So you're lying on your back, knees bent up, soles of your feet flat on the floor. And give a bit of a push from your feet so you can roll your pelvis a little bit up towards your head and release. So you think of the pelvis like a ball or a cylinder that rolls in the direction of your head and then returns. You can feel that you push off from your feet to do that. The pelvis rolls. There's a bit of a push, travels through the spine, and you might feel your head respond by the chin moving away from the chest a little bit, and then you release. Try that a few times. I'll just repeat the instructions. Lying on your back, knees bent up, push from your feet to roll the pelvis up towards the head, and feel a push travel through lengthways through your body so the head moves in response to what you're doing from your feet through the pelvis. Okay, stop a moment, have a rest, pause. These little rests are actually an important part of this thoughtful, mindful movement exploration we do in the Feldenkrais method. We do movements and then pause, and it's like time for the brain to digest the experience. So continuing on, having knees bent up, lying on your back, knees bent up, feet standing, a bit of a push from the feet, roll the pelvis so the pelvis rolls in the direction of the head, and keep doing that. I'll just describe what's happening. You find your lower back will flatten into the floor a little bit, the arch of the lower back will flatten a little bit, your belly will draw in a little bit, the pubic bone will move up towards your head, the tailbone will lift a little bit away from the floor and return. Now, could you keep rolling the pelvis? But I wonder if you could do it without pushing from your feet. Can you somehow not rely on the feet to give you the push? Recruit other parts of yourself to roll the pelvis towards the head and release. Is that possible? Just play around with that to see if there are other ways you can create the movement of rolling the pelvis and releasing without having to push from the feet. Okay, and then have another rest, pause, neurological digestion time. And now try on, see a cockatoo out there. Knees bent up, feet standing, lying on your back, roll the pelvis up towards the head, and now you can go back to pushing from the feet. And see if you can, in a way, combine that you utilize the push from the feet to roll the pelvis, but also you're bringing in whatever else can help you roll the pelvis, while still keeping it really easy, really pleasant, very gentle. And I'll just repeat what's happened. Keep doing it, and I'll say that the pelvis rolls, the tailbone lifts a bit away from the floor, the lower back flattens into the floor a little bit. There's a push through the length of the spine, and the head rolls a little bit on the floor in response, the chin moving away from the chest and returning. Now, as you do that a couple more times, can you make it easier? What can you do to make it less effort, gentler, slow it down, and aim for how could you do it in a way that's most pleasing to you? Okay, that'll do. Stop and rest, put your legs any way you like, and simply pause and pay attention once again. Notice how you feel now after this little exploration. Notice the back of your pelvis resting on the floor. Think of the connecting chain of vertebrae up to the head, and notice the back of the head resting on the floor or bed, wherever you are. Okay, and that'll do for today. Now, I'd just like to say I'm doing these mini lessons as a gift to Melbourne and the world, as a little something nice to do in times of in these hard times. And I'm not expecting anything in return. But if you do want to support me, then if you're on Facebook, like the Moving Mind page and like and comment and share. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, and maybe subscribe. But otherwise, the main thing is I'd like you just to enjoy and have a nice feeling, something, a little positive thing to do for a few minutes each day. Thank you for your attention, and hope to see you same time again tomorrow. Please keep moving in the meantime. Bye-bye.